Alright, so what we want to do is follow up on the discussion from the binary and the decimal formats, and understanding now what the two are and their differences. So now we want to look at conversion. So we want to look at, more importantly, or more to the point, we want to look at decimal to binary conversion. So again, to do this, what's going to be extremely beneficial to us is referencing off of that the tables chart that we were looking at previously. So I'm going to just try to do one real quickly. I want to recreate this. I'm not going to do the whole thing just for the sake of expediency. But we talked about how it is that we assign values, and that in binary in binary we're really dealing with digits 0 and 1, as opposed to decimal form going from 0 to 9. So when we write out binary in an order of ones and zeros to represent a number, we need to know how to equate that. And so we look at the placeholders, we look at the place values. So for binary, the first one, the far digit to the right is going to hold a 1 value. And then we know that it's all multiples of 2's basically from that point on. So it's going to run 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Right. So we're getting pretty close there. I don't want to stretch it out too far there, just again for the sake of getting a basic understanding. So the idea here is, if I understand these orders and how a string of ones and zeros occupying these spots will represent a decimal number, if we can get that on a very basic level, then we can certainly perform or be able to convert any decimal number. So let's get a couple examples here, and let's start with, I'm just going to run a few real basic ones here. So we're going to look at a decimal. And then I'll do the binary. We'll do the binary form. So we'll start off fairly generically. Let's start off with 23. Do one at 41. Let's do 97 and 185. Okay. Alright, so to perform this, I mentioned before, we're really going to be looking to see what the largest number we could fit into this decimal form, and then we're going to occupy that with a 1, and then so on and so forth until we are able to properly get 23, or whatever the decimal number is. So if we look at 23, we're going to find the biggest number first that we can fit in there. It's going to be 16. Now we want to find what the remainder is, so we know that 16 minus 23, we're going to be sitting at 7, so we can't go with the 8, but we can go 4, 2, and a 1. So that's basically like us saying 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. And see what that gives us. 16 and 4, that's going to equal 20, 21, 22, and 23. That's going to equal 23. Alright, so we know 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 equals 23. Alright. Alright, so let's look at 41, find the biggest number. We know that we can get 32 in there. So it looks like we have 9 left. So we get 8, which gives us 1 left. 0, 0, and 1. So let's see if that's going to work. 32 plus 0 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. That's going to 32 plus 8 equals 40 plus 1 equals 41. So we know 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 equals 41. Alright, so we're going up a little higher in numbers, so naturally we understand that we're going to incorporate, probably have a placeholder a little further out. Alright, so the string is going to become a little bit longer with the bigger number. Alright, so for 97, can't fit 128 in there, but we can certainly get 64 in there. So we have 64 in place. That would be 96. 64 plus 32 would be 96. So all we need is 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1. 64 plus 32 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 should give us 97. So that now reads 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Do one more quick example. We're going to do 185. This is going to be a little bit bigger. I know we could pull 128 in. We got 128 there. If we had a 64, that'd be a little bit overkill, but we could pull the 32 in. So that's what 160. So we're looking for 25. Alright. So now we're looking for 9. So that should get us 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So let's just double check our math. And once we start stretching it out long enough, we really want to be thorough and make sure that we are getting the right number. So say 128 plus 0 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. Often it is beneficial to come in with a calculator. See what the plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 1. And there's our 185. Okay. So again, this is just illustrating real briefly conversion going from the decimal over to binary. Us referencing off of this chart. Again, this is the base 2 chart. We activate each one of these whenever we assign it a 1. If it's a 0, we do not carry those numbers down. Alright, so they will not contribute to the total. So again, just a real quick example of how we use binary, the binary format to read a decimal number.